Alright, folks, I'm back. Okay, prospects. Of course. Let's see if. Oh, we do got one. Route runner, route runner, route runner, physical. Let's go 3-star. What is he? Physical 6'4". It's a tight end right there, boys. Scratch that. No. 5'10", deep threat. Physical 6'4". That's a tight end. Another physical 6'4". That's a tight end. 5-star. We ain't got one. 20 Bigums. Let's try to get both of those. Alright. Recommended. All states. Fuck that. And don't you know now is the perfect time. Let me take it to the max. 'Cause I want to love you. Pretty young thing. You need some love then. A little loving girl. And I'll take you there. I want to love you. PYT. You need some loving. PYT. Nothing can stop this journey. Boom. Let's see what we got. 95. I like that. 90. I don't like that. 90. I don't like that. 93. I'm good with that. 91. 84. Who the fuck is you? It's that big nigga. I say can be a tight end. 94. 96. Oh, hold up. My bad. Okay. I don't know why I did that. I still try to give him one. Oh, instant commit. Hold on. I fucks with it. got the schedule. I already did the schedule, right? Yeah, because we are going to play that first game against Vandy. And then hopefully Georgia is 13. Hopefully they stay there. Did they stay at 13? Yes, they did. So, what we're going to do is 6 games. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, without playing Georgia. Okay, we can do that. Home, 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 home. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we just need 1 win to be bowl eligible again. And we just gonna, I don't know, bro. I think I am, because I don't really even want those other guys. Let me see. Everybody who got a time, so I'm keeping. Oh, let's just get rid of a 4. No, it's a 3. I got 1 4-star. It's just tight end, though. Just get that thing. Boy, I think you slow. 84, yeah, you not. Oh, that's the tight end. No, bro. I'm sorry. You like a running back, bro. Who is Wall? Uh, yeah. Oh, no hours. So what we got? Week 13, right? Yeah. Stingley. Campbell. Connors. Makes me slow. Okay. Just need one win to become eligible. Oh, I just messed up. Oh, I screwed up. Didn't I put auto recruiting on? Fuck. Come on. No. Oh, we gotta bounce back. I'm tripping. It's about to change all the people now. This one. Yes. Got a 4-star. Ooh, Georgia lost. Well, they ain't even number one no more. No reason to play them. I'll take that. Finish strong. Okay. Hawaii Bowl. That's all. I need to make up. Oh, oh my God. right under. Give us an easy season. I'll make Texas undefeated. I'm ready to play. One, two, three, four, five. And Texas is undefeated until me.
Finish by 8:30. We'll get to that gas station by 9.
Yeah. Um, Connors and Harrios. Connors.
Can you close the door?
Yeah. Gave them an easy schedule, so and then we set ourselves up to play number one Texas. It should be number one by the time I get to them. We almost messed up last season because I forgot to put on auto recruiting. So I had 10 weeks, well, about 8 weeks without recruiting. If I didn't do it week one, they wasn't getting no hours. That's not good. 7-1. Another 10. Alright, bring on the horns. Another 2-star. Another 2-star. It's a fucking. Oh my god. A couple threes still on there. We could have had some fours, but I decided to let the computer do it. Number two. I felt bad for y'all. Undefeated in there, number two. No. 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 I ain't got a blue helmet. Okay, well, let's go. That blue jersey's ugly. Fuck it. We're going throwback. Set us up
Folks,
for
it is
game of the
time
week.
now for our game of the week, and we can't wait. Tremendous anticipation all across the college football landscape for this matchup. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the UTEP Miners. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The
Oh
Miners will
shit,
kick this
damn,
team to get us
92
going.
overall. I'm an 82. And that's a bad kick.
And the kick goes out of bounds. An odd start to this game for sure.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Kick travels out of bounds, and the penalty moves the ball to the 40. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Makes a nice move there.
Oh, come on.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
My gosh, this defense heard all week about stopping this receiver. If you're going to do anything to have a chance to win, you got to stop this guy. In the very first play of the game, first down and big yards.
I knew they was going to this shit again.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Quick throw to his receiver.
That's a touchdown.
And he'll get there. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field.
That's all we
getting set
need.
now.
Game management.
Turn
Connor
begins
and
inside
Odom.
the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
So we still gonna
So
jump?
UTEP's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. And here we go, Kirk. This matchup on the edge. And it's going to go a long way to deciding this game. An elite wide receiver and a guy who doesn't believe anybody can beat him.
This is going to be like a boxing match where it's an all-out battle. 2 extremely gifted athletes competing on every snap. Better get your popcorn ready. That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me on. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice
Odom
job
is
blocking
6,
downfield.
Connors
Almost
is
felt like half the
85.
offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big
Ooh.
plays.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt,
6 and
he felt
85.
heavy pressure. Incomplete. Second down coming up.
We're not gonna be able to throw it deep, I don't think.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That's complete downfield. They moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. And the Miners come to the line to set a fresh set of downs.
Odom does have the next match.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So second and 4.
First again.
Dropping back. It's Locklear. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver. come to the line for a 3rd and 4. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. The Miners will look to convert here on 4th down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
First down and 10 now.
All right, Connor.
There's the snap.
All
Quarterback
right.
looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. This will be the 9th play on the drive. Toss play. Back heads to his right. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or do they have to settle for 3? They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. And the Miners will look to convert here on 4th down.
We're not going to get this.
Takes the snap and takes
Told
off on
you.
the run. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. And wow,
That's
listen
really
to
good
this
for the
crowd
field
noise.
goal.
This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. A handoff from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. 2nd down after that previous play. To throw, it's Manning.
What
Short
the
pass
fuck?
finds the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Fighting him off. Incomplete, but a late flag comes in. A lot of contact.
That's what it is. Defense.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
On a wide receiver screen with a corner that tight, you've got to do a good job of blocking him or screening him. Nobody there, and a quick reaction by the corner allows him to make a nice play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground here. They get him down to wrap up the first period of play. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter.
Team, I
Check out
should have
the
called the
stats
field
now for the
goal.
opening period.
But we're doing good.
Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Looking to pass. It's Manning.
Fuck.
Tight end makes the grab. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made at the 43. Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. Coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Now this is the 8th play in this drive. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Back's got it again.
Fuck.
Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
And here's the handoff. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
They'll try to run this one in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
And they're trying to punch it in here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball.
Fuck.
Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Hey, Chris, the threat of these receivers to the outside really did a nice job of opening up the interior. And the quarterback reads that, sees that he's got the post wide open to the tight end, makes a great throw for that touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Connors. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Texas offense is back out there now. The last time they were stopped on 4th and goal. Rolled the dice, came up empty. Can they get it going again here? The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The call is on 1st and 10. Takes the toss and moves to his right. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense some fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays down.
Looking to make a big play downfield.
Yeah.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown to UTEP. It was a foot race, and he won it. That's the flea flicker executed perfectly. We're seeing more and more of this in college football.
Yeah, and it's just one of those gadget plays you'd like to have in your arsenal. The defense, in this case, they were sucked up and completely out of position after that initial handoff. It allowed the receiver to get behind the coverage and make it for an easy touchdown pass.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Yeah, that shit. Offense. Defense will need to
They'll
stop.
return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Handoff here from the shotgun. tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
I mean, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. Lucky for the junior quarterback, that didn't get picked off. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They're going to run it. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
All right, good defense. Good defense.
Will line up and run it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Miners' offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. 1st down. They're going to throw the football. Running back grabs it on a screen. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
It's incomplete. It was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Dropping back. It's Locklear.
Bad pass. Oh.
Nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Oh, he missed.
He dropped it.
Again, 3 in a row.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
Returner decides to fair catch this. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. 1st down. Looking to throw the ball. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the UTEP offense back on the field now. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. They begin to click now. A little bit less than 30 seconds to go before halftime, and it'll be 1st and 10. Coming after him. And it's incomplete, even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The timeout is called. It talks strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Tries the right with a quick throw. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime.
Got one timeout.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Miners.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
The extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he takes this from inside the 5.
Oh, hell no.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed.
Oh, my God.
On the move. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. What a highlight moment. The kickoff taken all the way back for a touchdown.
I mean, a kick return for a touchdown is one of the most electrifying plays in football. Everything has to align right. Great blocks. The return man hits the crease just like he did there. Then he's off to the races. By the way, if I'm the kickoff coverage team, I don't know if I'd be kicking this guy anymore.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Okay.
Juan Lawrence will kick this away to get the second half going.
We got a score, though.
They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. UTEP's offense is back out there now. We get the second half started with the running play.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Locklear. Bringing pressure. There's contact on the throw. Pass is caught on a comeback route. And it's good for a first down to the 36. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Connors. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
It's a toss play to the right. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Love the call here to get the ball to the edge, give it to a talented, skilled player where he can get to the outside, find some room, and get a first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt.
Oh, shit.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, the offensive line is so caught up in communicating to pick up the defensive lineman, nobody picks up the middle linebacker on the blitz. He gets the sack.
The pocket breaking down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The pass is off target. He had hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. The Miners will have to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. See if he can make something happen with the return. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Slides down to avoid the tackle.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Offense are going to keep the drive alive. It's third down. To the air, it's Manning. A short completion of the tight end.
Well, this is a great catch. He does a nice job of getting his feet down to set up a fourth down and short situation. But, man, I just don't know why he didn't try to fight to get to that marker and pick up a first down.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. Running it back, it's Campbell. And the return will be brought down. Punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Looking to throw it on first down. It's a quick grab. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way. And the Miners will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
They'll tackle him at the 27.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
He's running out of time here. The freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Get off the block.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
After the sack on 1st down, it's 2nd down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Whistle comes and once again, no escape.
Because that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm either rolling away from that guy, or you got to think about double-teaming him just to keep him out of the backfield.
Back-to-back sacks, and this home crowd is going berserk for this 3rd and long. Looking to pass, it's Manning. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get him behind the sticks, you can mix up the coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Down, the punter sends it away.
Okay,
and they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the UTEP offense back on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here.
They're definitely trying to squeeze the ball down.
Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in with the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Who's Taylor?
And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. And now Entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter.
Hold on. You know what to do. We got one trophy. Yeah. Let's go.
There's the snap.
Oh, shit.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Oh.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
I hit him again.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement.
Oh my God.
To the right. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So, nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
On 2nd and goal, they hand it to him again. They finally corral him at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. Scanning the field, it's Manning. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And the field goal unit coming on the field now.
Oh, yes.
Field goal try, no good. He missed it. And the lead
Oh,
remains at
good
14
question.
after the miss.
Off the upright there. Boy, he hit it clean. It was end over end. I thought it had a real chance, and the ball just kind of kept moving on him, and then doink, right off the upright.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They lose yards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 16. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. It's incomplete. He took a
I gotta
hit as he
hold
threw
the
the
clock
football.
a
And it
little
brings up a
bit
3rd down.
longer.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this
All right,
crucial
Connor.
conversion right now.
I need you.
And he lofts one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. He pulls it in for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Yes, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Haven't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Empty set now, 5 wide.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all...
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
I just don't think there's anything else.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Scanning the field. It's Locklear. That's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure. Completion makes it second down. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And the clock winding down, and they'll take a deep shot. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
They trap him and sack him back at the 10. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That.
Hello and welcome to what should be a fantastic close to the Conference USA football season. It's the battle for the trophy as we crown the champion of Conference USA right here today. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. And we'll see the number 14 team in the country, the Liberty Flames, taking on the 12th ranked team, the UTEP Miners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Flames offense trots out there to open this game. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and his whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
They stop him right at the 24. The Flames come to the line to run the hurry-up. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. And the game just good enough for a first down. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors.
Got him.
Out of time in the pocket. And the sophomore making an impact play. So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that 3rd down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
With the return, it's Campbell. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Miners offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Tackle made after a big gain.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Quick throw over the middle. And he's got his man open downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Miners are in the red zone. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Trying to create here on the move. And it's picked off in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And the Flames come to the line in the hurry up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. Which will avoid another punt here in the second drive. They got to convert here on 3rd down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Just trying to get rid of it. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but you're so far behind the chains, but you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on the quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. UTEP's offense is back out there now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with a pick. Let's see what they can do here. Catch made down inside the 20. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Takes the toss, heads to his right.
Well, when you get down into the red zone, one thing we know about quarterbacks in the passing game is the windows are tight. Love to see this offense here picking up some positive yards down in this tight area by getting the ball to the playmaker and letting him do his thing.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. Looking to the end zone. The ball is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be?
A lot. Stepping up, though.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
In that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of the defense.
Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The offense recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
They just felt that one coming. 3rd down and long. Those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
Bringing it back, it's Campbell. He's a dangerous returner. Found a good lane there. They finally get him, but excellent field position at the start of this drive. The Miners' offense is back out of the field. That costly red zone interception the last time. Let's see if they can recover from that error. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
To throw, it's Locklear. Launching one
And
to
I
the
throw
end
it too
zone.
early again.
Intercepted in the end zone.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Defense will make the stop, and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark to that opening. Second down play coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. The Flames pick up enough for a first down here. A new set of downs after that completion. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Ball handed off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. And the Flames come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. And nobody open. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
No huddle here for the offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He bought some time. Now let's
Come on.
This time it's complete. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. Man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Pass incomplete, very nearly intercepted that time. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking to the end zone.
Come on.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Flames. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution of that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential.
And y'all got to win this game if y'all want to go to the playoffs.
He'll bring it out from inside the 10. He
Yeah,
stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there.
Get your head out your ass.
Here comes the UTEP offense back on the field now. The last possession ended in a dreaded
I
red
need
zone
you to make these
interception.
passes,
Let's see if
bro.
they can bounce back from that costly error. The pass rush closing in. Tackle made after a solid gain. They spot the ball for 31.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And the senior calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Press and run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
So second down after the incompletion. Defense is coming after him. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Catch made down
Good
inside
shit.
the 15.
Odom.
They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. It's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and clean the lead before the break. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Good stop.
UTEP's offense is back out there now. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. And now they'll run it on the draw. That game moves the ball out near the 25.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
They'll ride the back again here. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
With the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Fires it on the move. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight.
Let's go.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. They went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. I'll flip back to the QB. Here's the throw deep downfield. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. And he's into the end zone easily. But this might be coming back. There's a flag on the field. So that huge scoring play is wiped away by the penalty. Potentially a monumental call in this. The Flames will kick it deep to begin the second half.
Oh my God.
Return begins inside the 10. And he'll be tackled after Ace.
To the 32. And your UTEP Miners will take over. 1st and 10.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Grab behind the line. It's Taylor. Defense defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And the Miners come up to the line in the 30. Back to throw. It's Locklear. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's tackled after the catch. Third down upcoming after that completion. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He's going to take off here. They chased him down. They tried to run for it, but it'll bring up fourth down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Trying for a fourth down completion. Finds his man, has the first down. Stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. The Miners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down.
One-on-one.
Here comes a deep shot.
And I throw that. Oh my God. That was short.
Intercepted.
The Miners offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game.
Missed the fucking
So
block.
it's second down and 5.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch. He gets the first down in the process.
This would be an unconventional strategy. Punting on the field on first down. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout. Houston.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Looking to throw. It's Smith. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Short loss on the play sets up second and long from the 18. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, the pass is picked off. First down here for this offense. Look out throwing here to start the drive. He's looking deep here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Well, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Connors. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a second and 2. And the Miners come to the line in a hurry-up.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
He'll wisely throw that one away.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job, it's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down?
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple of scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. Nothing's threatening here. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Miners.
They didn't score.
They've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Dropping back. It's Smith. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. They need to score quickly here. Trying to dial up some big plays. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Get out the way.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Down by 7. They've got to convert here for a chance to tie this game. He tosses it back. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Oh, it's picked off.
This is a risky play by the offensive coordinator going with the flea flicker. Yeah, if you catch the defense napping, it can be a big play, but there's just too many variables. You're putting the ball into the hands.
Well, it was an entertaining game, Kirk. We enjoyed calling it, but
Only
it's
one more
got to
this
sting to
season.
fall short at the end.
Well, sometimes you're going to suffer losses like this, and you're just going to have to pick up your head and move.
Out of the playoffs. That's on me. Yes. Oh my God. Made it.
Welcome to the College Football Playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the UTEP Miners, taking on the number 5 seed in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So Oregon's offense comes on the field first today. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today. There's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place. Gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team.
Back to throw. It's Moore. Quick completion to the tight end. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. First down to 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Throws it to the right. It's completion on a diving catch. The Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain on the first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Tackle, block, first down.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness. Ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs. And they did it right there.
The game makes it second and medium. And the quarterback dropping back. Catch hauled in here over the middle. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Trying the run, it's Brown.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's third down. And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Second, the coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. The Ducks line it up with first and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. This offense comes out immediately, gets points on the board, and welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything we prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
And they tack on the extra point. Returner looking to make a play here. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. So the UTEP Miners offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players, just a few guys. Kirk, what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10.
Wow, what a rough way to start this football game for these guys. Already kind of in a hole inside their own 20. In the first play, they give up a sack, and now they're going in the wrong direction, getting a little closer to their own goal line.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. He'll take a deep shot here. The pass is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. He steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some...
Here comes the UTEP offense back on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Miners will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. Solid run. They'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap and turns around and flips it to the right. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, or where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking downfield, it's Locklear. And it's incomplete, but is the final play of this period. So, Kirk, as we break through the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. We reach the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Using his legs here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
And the Miners look to keep this drive moving. First down, looking to throw the football. Grab behind the line, it's Campbell. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
They'll try the right side on the toss. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown to UTEP. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Quarterback keeps the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So we reach the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Short loss on the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Looking to throw. It's Locklear. He'll take a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Moving right through the contacts. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
The Miners looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. First down, looking to throw the ball. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. But crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And they're just able to get him down at the one. So close. So here we go. Third down. Defense needs to stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. And they pick up the first on the ground. Deep power. This offense is rolling at the moment. It's first down and 10. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Because I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's that offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Can he get there on the ground? The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here's the second down play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
On third down, he drops to throw. And it's almost picked off. He trusted his arm, but a risky throw. Almost his second interception today. And the Miners bring their... And how about this? A fake. Throws it to the right. The gamble pays off. They move the sticks.
Wow, how about that one, Chris? I really thought the up man was going to take off and run, but instead he throws it and fools everybody.
Looking for a gap. It's Taylor. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Toss play to the outside. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run phase. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. This is crucial. Defense defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. The defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. That is no good. Missed.
Here, the way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead he shanks it.
On first down, it's play action. Let's take a deep shot here. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Dropping back. It's Moore. Close to the tight end. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
On the return, it's Campbell. The return is brought down by that coverage team. Utah's offense is back out there now. They need something out of this possession. Last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Eludes a tackle. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And now the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Niners looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to pass here on second down. Going to try to use his legs here. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. To the air. It's Locklear. The pocket breaking down. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. Trying to knock it through from 44 yards away. He missed it. A missed chance to tie this game. Still down by 3.
Well, these guys usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Ball carrier brought down what is the final play of this third quarter. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Castro. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
And the returner is brought down. The Miners offense is back out of the field. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Now here's the toss play. A change of direction. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd inches.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Locklear.
Bad pass.
Fires this throw and is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return.
Great job here by the backer, just moving the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school. Shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands. Takes it in for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the UTEP offense back on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. They drew a pick 6 in the last possession. And that pass falls incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Tipped and then drops. A chance to make a play, but instead it's 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Makes a quick catch. Jukes to get past a man. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the Miners will line up on 1st and 10.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them.
And he floats this pass deep down the right side. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Receiver makes the grab. They'll stop it short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down. Now the offense will spend the timeout here. Wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he finds his target. He has the first. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Miners. So here we go, 4th quarter. Cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. It's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together with this drive? play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And looking for a big play here. Oh, and it's incomplete. A chance at a much-needed takeaway there. Now it's second down. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Caught behind the line. It's Branch.
Oh.
25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win.
He got hit on the block.
Touchdown, Oregon. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. UTEP's offense is back out there now. Looking to throw it on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover. Touchdown, Ducks on the scoop and score. That's a scoop and score. Defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Bringing it out, it's Connors. The coverage team able to bring him down. And Miners' offense is back out of the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here. Just playing for pride at this point. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Needs a completion here on fourth down. It's caught downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Back to throw again. Took contact on the throw. He's picked for a third time tonight. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
These playoff games, it's win or go home.
Damn. Well, goodbye to the Conference USA. Guys be slow. Should I leave or should I stay? Alright. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Might as well. Fuck it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Because this is getting on my nerves. not gonna do much of a difference. But hopefully it's better than what I had. Alright, now me. Oh, but